So today I'm off for an adventure. I'm going to Dingle Cliffs in Malta, which is about Portal 4. There is the moon out, but the moon is after midnight it's going out, so it's not supposed to be a problem. Why am I going there? Well, to image Omega Centauri. I have been looking forward for this moment for a long time. Omega Centauri is a southern target, but from Malta I can go. The only place I can go is Dingli or Rabat Mijrat Al Ferha, because the horizon from my home is blocked. The southern horizon. The Omega Centauri is very low. What I'm going to take with me? The dwarf mini. I'm going to image like with the most portable setup that there is. No problems. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna take with me. So I have some water because it's, as you have noticed, I'm sweating up a lot because it's very hot in Malta at the moment. There's a heat wave. My dwarf mini. I have a tripod for my phone if I need it. Tripod for the equatorial mode, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use equatorial mode tonight because I think it's not needed. I think I'm just gonna stick with alt as a level. So if I use the tripod, I can level, and the cloth to sweep my sweat from my face because it's very hot. And yeah, I'm ready in my car. I'm ready to go. And yeah, let's hit the road. I will show you a time lapse of the trip to Dingle Cliffs. Okay, so the lighting is terrible, I know, because it's almost night here, and I arrived at Dingley, and I'm going to get my dwarf mini out. I think I'm gonna put it on the roof of the car, to be honest, because I don't see why not. I don't think there is enough wind for it to be a problem. I'm gonna use Alta's exposures tonight. I'm not gonna use equatorial mode. I don't see the reason why I should use equatorial mode. It's just a star cluster, nothing special. 10-second exposures and 60 gain, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna set it up now. Look at how peaceful it is here at night. There's just a few tourists here and there, but here I love to come here in the summer. You can see my car here. It's a Citroen Saxo. If any of you are fans. And there's Jupiter there. I don't know if it's Jupiter and Venus, I think those two, which is kind of cool. And yeah, I'm gonna put the dwarf mini on the roof now. Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny of putting the telescope on the roof, but I think it's gonna work fine. I'm waiting for Omega Centauri. It should rise somewhere around there. So next thing is I'm gonna turn it on, put it here, and I have the Dwarf Lab app loaded, and I'm gonna find the Dwarf Wi-Fi and connect to it. Sorry, I forgot I don't need to connect, because I just go to connect in the Bluetooth, turning on Bluetooth. Okay, press on Dwarf Lab and whatever is your device. And it will connect. Success. Alright, so now we'll leave this on the side at the moment. And I'm gonna put the dwarf on the roof, open the lens, by hand. You can open by hand. Don't be scared that you're gonna damage it, because you can. And just, it doesn't need to be pointed to north or anything, because we're gonna use it in Alta's mode, and it doesn't matter where it's pointing. So yeah, I'm gonna connect to it, and I'm gonna wait a few minutes for it to get dark, and then I'm gonna do a quick calibration and start shooting. So the app itself is actually really easy to use. You have this live preview, which is to show you what the dwarf is seeing at the moment. You can actually use it for the moon and the sun. Then you can turn off the ring indicators. Like for example, if we do this, you see it turns off the ring. You can actually turn the battery off as well, as you can see, but I prefer to leave them on. And then you have the atlas, the album. I'm gonna use live view because I wanna see what the telescope is seeing. And then you have these 3 dots that you click on, and this menu will pop up: EQ mode, sky finder, curves, darks. It's a good idea to do a bit of darks first. In this case, I'm gonna use 10 seconds and 60 gain. I'm gonna do 10, it's enough. Start capture, and the telescope will start to close, and it will do a set of darks, 10 darks. And yeah, we'll give it some time to do the darks. I'm told it has a special filter, dark filter, to capture the dark frames, the dwarf, which is kinda cool. Alright, so it's almost ready. Okay, so go back, go to Atlas. So I need the search function. Where is it? No, it's behind this one. Okay, search omega. I'm gonna write omega and see what comes up. Alright, just so helpful tip for you. Omega Centauri, it wasn't finding it, so I'm using Caldwell 80, C80, and it finds it. It's this one. Alright, found it. Then all you have to do is this: press a button. When the lens is okay. Just open the lens. Press OK, and it's gonna do a quick calibration and figure out wherever it is in the sky and start shooting. We call this plate solving in astrophotography, which is really cool. And yeah, calibration success. Now it's gonna go to the Caldwell 80, and as you can see, which is kind of cool, this is the wide lens, which you can also switch to by pressing the W here. Yeah, it's supposed to click. My phone is kinda laggy sometimes. Yeah, this is the wide angle lens, so just so you see. And I can see Omega Centauri already. It's tracking it. Now it's time to start shooting, I guess. So yeah, first thing you should do is focus, which is pretty easy. Press on the focus button and press AF, autofocus, and it will start autofocusing. It's a good idea to do this before. The dwarf just gets the focus really nice, to be honest, by itself, but I prefer to do autofocus because it's sometimes it's slightly off, and it will really make a big difference if it's slightly off. So as you can see, it's going in and out of focus, and it's choosing the best focus. Next, we'll use the settings, and we'll set how much frames we make it do, which is the parameter, and this menu will pop up. Filter astro, because we are choosing broadband. So shutter, gonna do 10 seconds. Okay, gain 60. I don't know if it will be enough 60 to be honest, but gonna see. And the menu is slightly laggy sometimes. And count, I'm gonna leave it 130. I don't know how much I'm gonna choose. Count is how much frames it will do. Alright, press the button. It will stay initializing for a while, for a minute or so. Then it will start shooting. Okay, it's now capturing, and what the dwarf has good is that it will measure the star size and automatically reject the bad subs. So as you can see, there is 300. Sorry, I'm gonna lower the brightness a bit. There is 4 out of 330. And what this means is at the moment it captured 4 frames out of 330 that we chose. The next one, the 4, is how much frames are good that have been added to the stack. So only 4 frames were good out of those 5. One of them was bad. Yeah, as you can see now it added. It takes a bit of time to add. Sometimes it's a bit laggy, and it takes quite a bit of time to add them. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Omega Centauri is a really beautiful star cluster, and I can only image it from here. And the dwarf is a perfect telescope. I know it's 30mm aperture, but it's the most portable option I have. So as you can see, it's looking pretty good. The Omega Centauri, as you can see, 102 stacked out of 108, which is pretty great considering the wind there is tonight. I'm glad I chose 10-second exposures, and the stacking algorithm of the dwarf mini is amazing. I cannot see any star trees in the whole image, so yeah, well done Dwarf Lab. It's a really good smart telescope, this one. I'm really happy that I bought it, and with good reason, because I heard a lot of people praising this telescope. And many people said that it's better than the C-Star S30, which is why I chose it. And yeah, I will process it when I arrive home. You can actually edit inside the app as well, which I will do when this stacking finishes, and will show you, and will be the first time as well that I use it, because I never edited so far on the Dwarf Lab app. I always edited on Cyril, but yeah, you can do some editing, and maybe I will edit it and compare it to Cyril to see what comes out. And obviously Cyril will be better, and yeah, we'll see which processing is better and how much more you can get out of Cyril, which is the question of many people, I believe. Omega Centauri doesn't have a lot of time in the sky, maybe till 11 o'clock, and it dips down, so I don't have a lot of time to image it because it's very, very low. Okay, so I'm navigating through the Dwarf Lab app. I clicked on album at the bottom, and I have the C80 image here. I'm gonna click on it. You actually have to go to Stellar Studio first and click on the image. Okay, so we have these options: spikes, stars, watermark, which is kind of cool, star reduction, standard. I'm not sure what these do, because standard, I guess, the noising, yes. the noise first thing. Okay, we'll give it some time. So this is my first time processing on the dwarf lab. I guess you download the image now. JPEG, PNG. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent to me. It looks better, not in the video. It looks better in with my eyes. So in the video it looks a bit, I don't know. And yeah, I guess it's a good result for considering it's just editing on the app. So, but I'm the type of guy that wants a better image, so I'm gonna edit on the Cyril. But there are other options here. So apparently you can add spikes as well. Star removal, stars only, watermark. Let's see what this does. Alright, it puts Omega Centauri and that stuff, which is kind of cool. Signature. Let's try it. My name, Jonathan. Oops. Alright, it puts your name there. Which, yeah, I guess it's kind of decent. Okay, so it's very basic processing. It doesn't have, to be honest, a lot of processing things, but I'm gonna try the star spikes. I guess they will be horrible, to be honest. Because they will be obvious they are fake, most likely. Yeah, I don't like that. They are very clearly fake. Star Spikes Pro does a really good job of this. But yeah, I will put the image into Serial and process it there. But for beginners, yeah, it's the Stellar Studio works fine, I guess. But if you are like me, you want the perfect image, process it on Serial or PixInsight, whatever you can afford. Serial obviously is free. But yeah.